turn it down a little bit. Mic check 1, 2. Go up a little bit, mother. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, pup. We got the dog on the couch with us and shit, you know. That's my dog, yeah. It's not mine, but you know, that's my dog and shit. You dig? So if we official, we official? Okay. We just like mic checking and shit, so lit with it. I'm still trying to find it. Give me one hot second. I What the countdown looking like, yo? I'm ready. Don't break my chair, bro. I love it. For some reason, I got the broke chair today. That's normally my chair. Sorry. Shocky, I got the camera on me. Camera gone, bro. It ain't on the chair. Hey, I noticed that I loved it. Too late. Wait, then you put her on the big screen. I was cracking up. I was cracking up. Where we at, yo? Rashad, it seemed like you out there, but man, the camera. Where we at, bro? 1 minute, 40 seconds, and we on lift off, baby boy. Here, hither and thither. That's what is going on over here. You ready, my boy? Rock. You've been a little quiet, man. You must have smoked some good shit too before you came this motherfucker. You just mellow. I like that. I tell you what, man, we're gonna hold off on this until the ass end of our interview before I blaze this in. I respect you for that. We ain't got to blaze during and all that. I mean, I can't go behind the screen and be like, man, I'm looking at. Can't do that, so no, I got you, fam. It's called respect for the reason, boy. Mic check 1 2. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is part 2 of the Battle with the Culture. This is your host, Devious Mind. Always doing what's on my grind. Every day, all day. Welcome back to the club. Today, we got echoes. Yeah. We got Rock Mayfield, 100 in the building today. I like that. Would you like to tell people about who you are and what you bring to the table, like right this hot second? Or would you like me to ask you a question? Hey, pup.
What's up? I'm Rock Mayfield. I've been rapping for a couple years now. Wrote my first song when I was like 12. And it like sucked. Like everyone else's first song, you know? But like, I picked it back up when I turned 13 and just studied the greats like Pac, Biggie, M, The Game, 50, you know? I feel like if I wanted a long-lasting career, then study the people who have longevity and why is their career last as long as they have, you know? Like, I mean, for example, like Mary J. Blige, like, every time she puts out an album, like, it goes, you know what I mean? And she's always talking about something, so.
And guess what? She always reinvent herself with every album she come out with and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't have that longevity in the game like that. I mean, I want to see you rise to the top, bro. Because it's one thing I want to ask you. How the fuck you get on the song with Bizarre, bro?
Oh, Bizarre. From D12.
Yes. Hundo.
I hit him up because he was on Instagram and he was like, I'll work with any artist, just DM me and I'll work with anyone. And I already had the song concept down. It was called "Cause I'm a Rapper."
Yep.
And it was basically I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of hearing myself complain about all the mumble rappers that were coming out on the radio.
I like that.
So I was like, do something about it, And then I wrote the song. The concept was basically like, how do we go from this 90s to early 2000s gangster rap era to like this?
Like, we got NSYNC rappers.
Right.
Like, fuck all y'all. Well, I don't want to hear y'all shit. So I listen
Right.
back. I go back to my old school shit. I go back to my UGKs. I go back to my, A-Ball, MJGs and shit like that.
Right. How do we...
Go back to Twisted. I go back to the old Eminem.
Right.
I really want to.
Yeah, I love M. M and Pac made me want to rap.
Bro, swear to God.
So since Bizarre is Eminem's best friend from their group, D12, and I love D12. I grew up on D12. I grew up on Eminem. Bizarre was my favorite in the group because I thought he was the most funniest.
He is witty. His wordplay is witty.
Definitely.
One of the things I love about him and shit. I was like, it's like Voltron with D12.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Proof.
Rest in peace, Proof, and Bugs.
And on top of that. Oh shit, we double mic now.
Sweet.
So it's finna be over.
So I wrote the song. The first verse is about basically like how gangster rap music like influenced all of us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like the second verse is obviously Bizarre, and he says some funny stuff.
He wilded out.
He wilded out.
I was listening to that shit like cracking up. Like Bizarre is Bizarre right now.
Oh yeah. Like and that's what I wanted. I wanted vintage Bizarre from D12.
You know what? No bullshit. You actually bar for bar, you kept up with his ass. I like that.
Yeah.
When Cuz told me about it, was like who you finna interview and shit, I was like, you know what? I gotta actually listen to it.
Right.
Did my homework, my nigga.
That's what's up. And then the third verse, the last verse is me just like snapping and like being pissed off at like at the industry and how it is.
Straight snap, bro.
I made this comment. I was all like, I made a comment about the industry. And I was like, I fell asleep at the frat party and woke up and everyone took out the Sharpies and started drawing on me.
Right. I
Like,
remember
all
that.
these rappers like would have face tattoos and stuff, so I was just like, fell asleep at the frat party, and then everyone took out the Sharpies, started drawing on me. Double cup of ice mixed with Sprite, so people think I sip lean, and I feel like a lot of it is hype. Some of it's real, but I feel like some of it's hype and overplayed.
Right.
Because like this ain't new, like Pimp C died for a reason.
Lean was not a good thing to.
It wasn't,
Dog, it's a lot of things. It's one thing I can honestly say. One of my vices, I like to drink a lot.
Yeah.
But I've been like leaning off that shit like a lot and shit like that. But these motherfuckers out here doing like way more crazier shit.
Yeah, I think it's more accessible now.
The most I did was smoked weed. I never went past the gate.
I feel you. Yeah, I've never.
You and dog.
I don't smoke weed.
You don't smoke. You
I don't
drink.
smoke weed.
I like that in you, bro.
I don't drink anymore. I used to drink on occasions, but like I cut it out because I'm just like, man, I got so many opportunities.
You got things to do, bro.
Yeah, I got things to do. I got opportunities popping up, and it's like I can't. I'm getting back into acting now. I was in a movie called The Rocket, So like I got my mind has to stay sober. And I have to be focused.
Dude, when you focus, like everything comes back.
Yeah,
100-folds, bro. I'm like slowly realizing that shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be on this show if I wasn't.
For sure.
Long story. Being 100 with you though.
Yeah.
But man, I'm loving the shit you doing though. I'm just like, man, 2:30 in the morning.
2:30 a.m.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, man.
What was up with that shit, bro?
Man, that girl snaking, man. And I knew what was up. I wasn't trying to add more gasoline to the fire,
You snapped up.
but I snapped, and
No bullshit. You fucking snapped with that. I was like,
heard a
hold
rumor,
on now.
man.
It's like, hold on now. Now you rolled up on it.
Hell yeah, like I heard
What the
this.
hell is going on up in my
Yeah, man.
Dog went Ron Isley straight up on this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. And I was like, we were going through some things, and she's like, I want to take a break. I'm gonna stay at my friend's house, and like I was like, she told me which friend. I'm like, dude, homeboy live right there, right? So I'm looking at her like, I'm not stupid,
How
right?
ironic that you're going over by
Right. And I'm like, you know what? We're already going through some things. I'm trying to work on my trust issues, even though you give me every reason not to trust you, but you love to manipulate me and like make it something it ain't.
Nice.
So I'm just playing it cool. I'm like, all right, whatever. And 1:30 in the morning, man, I get tagged on something on Facebook, man, and it's like so and so, yeah, and it's like so and so. Rock Mayfield's girl is over here and messing around with dude, and so I'm like, man, I hit up my producer that produced the record. I'm like, yo, take me over there. And he's like, I don't think that'd be a good idea. I'm not gonna do it. So I found someone else to take me. I get over there. I see it. I pull up her car in his driveway.
Right.
I pull out my phone, take a picture of that stuff, put it in my pocket, ride back home, and I call my producer on the way home. I'm like, yo, it's true, and I feel like killing this chick. Like, I was like, if this was 1999, or like,
bro,
if this was 1999,
if you did do that shit,
I'm Eminem and she's Kim, and I'm killing this chick.
Right. I feel you on that. And
Yeah.
guess what? We would not be having this interview.
Right. And
If you did
he
that
talked
shit.
to me. He's like, yo, don't kill this chick. Don't do anything drastic. Just come to the studio. Just like, let's just book some studio time. In the near
I
future.
bet you gave you like free studio time that day. Like, here you
Right,
go.
you know what I mean? And we'll just, make a song about it, or something. So I'm at work, and man, sooner or later she comes and gets her stuff out of my house, man. And she comes and gets her stuff, and I'll pull up the picture. I'm like, you look, here's the evidence.
Oh, by the by.
Right, and got her stuff. Left. Her dude showed up to my house. Was all like in the parking lot. Man, did you F him too? Like, and I was just like, this grin on my face. I was just like, man, have
for everybody,
dude,
bro.
have fun with that. And then I went
for
to
everybody,
right,
bro.
and I went to the studio. I was at work, and the lyrics just poured out of me like water. It was like I didn't even like try. Or like I wasn't even like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna write this song at work. It just
went out, bro.
Went out,
It was like feelings.
Yeah, and after I wrote the first verse, I felt like so healed and like re-energized. Ever like have a bad stomach ache and you throw up and then you feel better?
Right.
That's how I felt when I wrote that.
Nice.
And
who was the girl singing on there? Cause she actually killed that shit too, bro.
Lily White, yo, go check out Lily White.
Yes.
She's
White actually snapped on there.
She's from Atlanta, Georgia. Go check out Lily White. Go check out her album, Diamond in the Rough, and check out her mixtape, The White House. Man, she's cold. I discovered her on Instagram, and she was promoting her single, Fastlane, which is did you check her music out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hell yeah, like Fastlane, and yeah, she
bro, my ear is to the street, bro.
Yeah,
long story short.
like I checked her music out and I became a fan. It's, and this was way before I had, cause I'm a rapper out and
right now another one.
Yeah,
we got Lily. What about Ben Neal?
Being me.
Ben Neal.
Oh, Ben Neal.
Yeah, dog. He been singing on like a couple of your songs.
Yeah.
I've seen him on like 2 or 3 of your songs.
Yeah, Ben Neal.
What the hell, man? He's a beast.
Yeah, dude. Like I put him. Like I heard he was good. but I didn't hear him yet. But I heard about his guitar. That's him on the guitar,
Nice, dog.
and that's his vocals. Like when I heard that, like I felt it was like it had that like Scott Stapp from Creed vibe,
like
you know,
classic, like man, like
rock and
when
roll.
you feel that shit like chilling through your bones and shit type shit, dog. I was like,
He
listen to his ass.
he's one of the dudes who won American Idol. He's one of his brother-in-laws.
Okay.
So Philip Phillips' brother-in-law. He's Philip Phillips' brother-in-law.
That's what's
And
up.
I knew a guy who knew them, 'cause the guy's son works for Philip Phillips' brother-in-law, Ben Neal. With Ben Neal, they got their studio in Georgia. And I was like, look, like, 'cause my music is very versatile. It's alternative, hip hop, or emo rap, you know.
Right.
So I was like, look,
Right.
I don't know nothing. Like, I was like, look, I know you don't. I told the guys, like, you don't know anything about hip hop. That's cool. Just leave that to me. I'm trying to. You know a lot about instruments. You know how to play instruments. That's what I need. I need real instruments. So let's just clash. And you know, I feel like what made Linkin Park so
There you go.
successful is each one of those members
Knew what they was bringing to the table.
knew so much about each genre, because it's not just like
One's rock, one's rap.
right.
One's
It's not just
country.
right. It's not just I'm gonna put a bunch of rap
We
vocals.
finna go ahead and wreck fucking shop together.
Yeah, like
and
it's
we all gonna mesh together.
yeah.
I know how that shit goes.
It's like I feel like now it's a pandemic, and sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's cheesy. But when I hear, I can tell like who really knows about that kind of music and who doesn't, you know. And
It takes a special talent to know this.
right, and like it's not just I'm gonna put rap vocals on a guitar.
It don't work.
It
that
don't.
Way,
It does. Like you have to, like before I decided to like officially mix rock and hip hop, I stopped listening to hip hop except Eminem for like a straight solid year or two, and I just every day listen to rock music or alternative music or punk music or pop punk music.
But no, that probably
And
elevated
it
elevated yourself at the
right,
same
and
time.
like I wanted to
Look at it that way.
gain respect, you know. So it's like, for me, it's like know your roots, know your history, and know what you're really getting into, because you're gonna look like a clown. In my view, you're gonna look
Insane
like
clown?
no, you're just gonna look like a poser, you know. If you're
No,
just
that's true.
and
That's 100.
I feel like people want reality. I do, at least.
So what you saying is you spit that reality rap.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely everything I put in my music is real or something I've been through.
So
Except because I'm a rapper, you know.
don't
you
look
know.
at it as being a rapper, dog.
Right.
Look at it as being an artist.
Definitely.
Rappers, they a dime a dozen.
Right.
It's motherfuckers that got the damn articulate to fucking make sure.
Yeah.
We walk around with pens, pads, papers,
Right.
phones, all that shit. But we like put our heart and soul into whatever.
Yeah.
You are not a rapper.
Right.
You are a fucking artist.
Right. And that's why I mess with Lily, because you can tell she's an artist.
Dog.
She sings, she raps, but like at the end of the day, she's an artist.
That like dog.
Period.
Where you could go like on any broad and spectrum and shit like that and
Oh,
do what the
yeah.
fuck you want to.
Yeah.
I would walk into a damn bar mitzvah and just like go ahead and dance with them.
Yeah.
That's what I do though. Like no problems. Like fuck that.
Yeah.
Dog, I'm loving your energy and shit like that. Now, one of my last questions for you.
Yeah.
Are you still in that dark place that you used to be in?
Oh, and that I was talking about in my newest song, Invisible, in
Yes.
Redemption.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I'm not.
That Invisible is going hard too. By the
Yeah.
by.
Yeah. 2:30 a.m. sitting at like 29K on Spotify, almost at 30,000 streams. Invisible's at like 4,000. It's gonna go up, but Invisible that was a dark time. That was a really, really dark time. I was going through that stuff when I was promoting, because I'm a rapper. I got on.
You're not a rapper.
Right. I'm an artist. But when I was promoting my song with Bizarre, the song I did with Bizarre is because I'm a rapper, but I was promoting my song with Bizarre, and I was on Hood Illustrated, I was on the Wu-Tang Clan's blog, I was on a bunch of music blogs, and like I remember when I got the link for the Hood Illustrated
Right.
blog, I started crying, and not because of how tears of joy, but because of how empty I was. And I was like, I still feel so empty. Like everyone thinks I'm happy because
Right.
I'm getting this recognition on this website and this blog, but like
It's like you're not.
I'm so like this doesn't mean anything. You know, like
I feel
you know,
you,
like
man.
I really like when I say knife at my bedside comforts my dark state of mind. Like I was really like sleeping with a knife on my bedside, and I'd wake up and harm myself or just
Yo, me being
Yeah.
100 motherfucker and shit.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you that shit because, man, I've been in the dark place my goddamn self. But I
Yeah.
just wanted to go ahead and just show you love, bro.
Yeah, and
And let you know this motherfuckers out here for you and shit.
for sure. And
I'm
you know,
one of the motherfuckers now.
and writing that song was hard. I know I drank a bit when I wrote some of it, like sometimes, and you know, abusing my meds at once, and it was hard recording that song.
I believe it.
I didn't want to record that song, but I forced myself to because I know there's people out there really are still in that place. When I recorded that song, when I got in the studio, I was like, in my mind, I was like, I just want my meds so I can abuse and
But-
get through this recording session.
But now,
But I didn't. I forced myself to like
now you
do it.
see,
You know,
you are you glad that you did it?
I'm extremely glad I didn't because that's a bad path to go down, and I have a lot. The list. One of the main reasons why I don't do drugs or drink or anything is because the list is endless when it comes to artists, actors, and entertainers, models, entertainers across the board. Of
How many of them like overdose?
how many, overdosed and ruined their career and can't get it back.
Hundo.
That list of that is endless, and it's like I'm like, if I don't hone that now and continue
keep
keep
yourself in
myself
check.
together now and like
Keep yourself in check.
continue saying no to drugs, you know, I'm not gonna be able to do that
Look at him. He's
later
a walking
on.
dare commercial and shit.
Right.
I like
You
it,
know,
though. That's
but
what's up.
You know, Invisible was it
That
was
was some-
cool.
no, that
it
was some real
it was
ass shit.
some real stuff, and I'd admit, like, I put myself there. I caused all that pain. I put down payments, future down payments to my pain, you know, because I will. I'm not gonna get into the depths of the situation, but like,
Nah,
it was my fault, and
it was everything that you brought on yourself.
yeah, it was everything. I did it to myself, and
Been there, done that. So I
yeah,
feel you,
and you know, and so comes a point in time, and I learned a lot. You know, I say something at the end of that song because it was so dark, but I said some knowledge at the end of that song. It's like we become men, not by what we do, but how we make things right, and how we take initiative to make things right, and how we admit to our flaws and
yep.
failures. And I was like, I have to put that at the end of the song because of how dark the song is.
I like that.
You know.
Dog, that's why I said I had to fuck with you and shit, man. Cause dog, I was like, are you listening to this shit? Like I said, dude. Normally, when you know you listening to some real shit, you press rewind.
Yeah.
You go back and be like, what the fuck this nigga say?
Yeah. And like.
I'm one of them type of guys, so.
Yeah, and like the lines where it was like the 13 Reasons Why season 3 came out during that time, and Bryce was like hated, number one hated, number one. I felt that. I was like, dude, I didn't rape no one, but I feel like Bryce before he drowned.
Right.
I'm trying to make things right, and he was trying to make things right with people, and everyone was rejecting him, and you couldn't blame him. So everyone, I couldn't blame anyone else for not wanting to mess with me.
But
Even,
yourself.
but you know what I mean, and you know, I burned bridges, but I'm slowly rebuilding those bridges,
Man,
and
all you gotta
earning
do
my
is just wipe the
respect.
char off and shit off that damn
Definitely,
burn
and
bridge. I swear I feel you.
I feel like I heard Scott Storch say this one time. He's like, you know, when he was going through drugs and battling drug addiction to cocaine, he's like, I made a lot of people rich and a lot of people successful. And when I was down in my darkest moment and needed someone, they weren't nowhere to be found. They were like, instead of saying, yeah, I'm effing up right now, and they should have
They just kept feeding him and shit.
Right.
Fucking same
You know, and
drugs
he's all like,
Nah.
they should have been the people to help pick me up and say, how can I help you? How can I help get you back on your feet? How can I get you better?
Hundo.
And I felt that because I'm like, dude, like everyone's just hanging out with me. Someone just wants to hang out with me just because I'm going to pay for their meal when we go out to eat. But majority of the time they're just leaving me on red when I'm going through some stuff. I'm like, yo, I need some help. And it's like,
never there.
They weren't there. So it's like, but I couldn't blame them because they knew the situation. They were pretty pissed off at me. It's like
in the same breath though.
Right.
Still been there for you.
They should have, you know. But I'm slowly rebuilding.
But you know what you do? You fucking push on and move forward.
Yeah,
as a man and shit. That's
definitely
what you gotta fucking do and shit.
Yeah, but you know, I'm slowly rebuilding that relationship, and I'm, you know, earning certain people's trust. You know, some people in that situation, I won't ever. Like the main people, like in that situation that I screwed over, like I won't ever talk to again. I made my amends, but I won't ever talk to.
My advice to you: start at the top, like the most motherfucker you mainly pissed off, and then just work your way back down.
Yeah, that's what I did, you know, and I made things right with him, and you know that situation. But yeah,
I've been there, done that. I'm moving on. I'm doing the same shit right now. Like long story short, but you know what? I'm having fucking fun right now.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So, enjoy your goddamn self. Man, Rock Mayfield, it was good fucking kicking it with
Thanks,
you,
bro.
Swear to God.
Mayfield Mafia.
So you gonna be doing a song or two for us, or what's up?
Yeah, man, I'm doing Invisible, and I'm gonna do 2:30 a.m.
I like the sounds of that. Well, shit, I'm gonna let you loose on the world, man. Let you do your goddamn thing, bro.
All right, cool.
It was good fucking interviewing. This is Devious Mind. We signing out. Peace.
Peace. What up? It's Rock Mayfield. I'm about to perform my new song, Invisible, and I'm gonna hit you guys with 2:30 a.m. after that. Wanna die suicide to low inside, cut myself to numb the pain inside. Wanna burn myself cause the guilt inside. The smile on my face is a lie. Don't love this life of mine, really wanna die. Knife at my bedside comforts my dark state of mind. I'm ghosting everyone without saying goodbye. Why fight to live if I'm just living to die? How long does it take to die after hanging myself if I tried? I'm marrying death and Sally's the bride. Disappear like Chris Angel, put that rope around my throat. No suicide, no, don't wanna live no more. Wish I was invisible. Wish I was invisible. Just wish I was invisible. Wish like Chris Angel. Wish I was invisible. Wish I was invisible. Thought this demon was conquered by now. Since I put redemption out, can't seem to pick myself off the ground. Iris don't want the world to see me right now. Didn't rape no one, but I feel like Bryce before he drowned. Trying to make things right, but the world won't let me right now. Use my meds to keep my anxiety down. Can't put behind the tears of a clown. Turn to someone I can't look in the mirror right now. Drinking my sorrow down. Can't put the bottle down. Nah, I'm sorry, I let it down. If you was here, you wouldn't be proud. Dad, I need your guidance right now. Disappear like Chris Angel, put the rope around my throat. No suicide, no, don't wanna live no more. Wish I was invisible. Wish I was invisible. I just wish I was invisible. Disappear like Chris Angel. Wish I was invisible. Wish I was invisible. Trapped inside my head, can't get out of bed. Burden to my friends, miss you when I'm dead. In the end, I'm hanging like Bennington. And Bruce Willis in the Sixth Sense, but I know I'm dead. To my family and friends, hold our memories inside your chest. And know I cherish the times that we spent. But you'll never see me again. Unless you see dead people like Haley in the end. Disappear like Chris Angel, put that rope around my throat. No suicide, no, don't wanna live no more. Wish I was invisible. Wish I was invisible. Just wish I was invisible. Disappear like Chris Angel. Wish I was invisible. Wish I was invisible. We become men, not by what we do, but by how we handle certain things and how we admit our own flaws and mistakes and how we take the initiative to make things right. Rock Mayfield, Invisible, Mayfield Mafia. She was invisible. She was invisible. Time for everyone's favorite. 2:30 a.m. Rock Mayfield, Lily White, Mayfield Mafia. Heard this rumor and I hope it isn't true. 2 a.m. racing over to see you, hoping it isn't true. Giving you the benefit of the doubt, showing you I'm working on my trust issues while giving you some space too. Till I got there and found out it was true. Loyalty and faithfulness I brought to you. Would never do this to you. I deserve better than you, but for some reason I still wanna be with you. Still in love with the girl I thought I knew, but like you said, there isn't anything we could never get through. Yeah.
Can't even look me in my face.
No.
Tears running down my face. No one else sex anyways. You don't want scratch
found out you was lying.
Why won't your ex
Stop calling. 2:30 a.m. found out you was lying.
Can't even look me in my face.
Nah.
Tears running down my face. No one else sex anyways.
Yeah.
You don't want scratches on your body. Why won't your ex stop calling? 2:30 a.m.
Found out you was lying.
Why won't your ex stop calling? 2:30 a.m. Found out you was lying.
Laying here with this stuff inside my room. Doesn't feel like a room anymore, just a prison instead. Laying here in bed with thoughts of you having sex with Rex inside his bed. Thought you needed some space and you were gonna stay at your friends. Should've known better since I found your ex
right around the corner from your ex. Had to
find out at 2:30 a.m. on the internet till I found out it was actually true instead. Now I know where you really been. Pulling up to his place, seeing your car parked next to his at 2:30 a.m.
Can't even look me in my face.
Nah.
Tears running down my face. No one else sex anyways.
Yeah.
You don't want scratches on your body.
Nah.
Why won't your ex stop calling? 2:30 a.m.
Found out you was lying.
Why won't your ex stop calling? 2:30 a.m.
Found out you was lying.
Can't even look me in my face.
Nah.
Tears running down my face. No one else sex anyways.
Yeah.
You don't want scratches on your body.
Nah.
Why won't your ex stop calling? 2:30 a.m.
Found out you was lying.
Why won't your ex stop calling? 2:30
why.
a.m. Found out you was lying.
When can you come pick up your stuff? What I seen was hard enough. Feeling emotionally nauseous and numb. Yeah, we was going through some stuff, but was it enough for us to break up? We knew each other's life stories, so when it came to cheating, thought we had enough. Guess my love wasn't enough. I'm beating myself up, asking myself why what I did to make us break up. Was reading a self-help book to mend my jealousy stuff. I don't drink or do drugs, but Vicodin and hydrocodone sounds good right now, mixed up in a cup. Since it's been 10 years since I last cut, feeling like it's me that brought this heartbreak up. Since beautifully bad is how we met up. It's 2:30 a.m. baby, call me when you wake up.
Can't even look me in my face.
No.
Tears running down my face. No one else sex anyways.
Yeah.
You don't want scratches on your body.
No.
Why won't your ex stop calling? 2:30 a.m. Found out you was lying. Why won't your
Rex
ex stop calling? 2:30 a.m. Found out you was lying. Can't even look me in my face.
No.
Tears running down my face. No one else sex anyways.
Yeah.
You don't want scratches on your body. Why won't your ex stop calling?
2:30 a.m. Found out you was lying.
Man, I can only imagine all the trash talk you've been telling him about me since you've been back over there. But hey, it's all good though. You know why?
Cause I got a photo for proof, just in case you try to lie to me about where you really been. Come back and pick up your stuff. 2:30 a.m.
Rock Mayfield, Lily White, Mayfield Mafia.
Thank you.
Give it up for Rock Mayfield once again, y'all. The boy is a fucking genius, y'all. I mean, come on now. It don't get no better than this. This episode 2. Battle Up for the Culture. We about to do things that's like fucking epic out here now. Now y'all see how serious we is and shit. Rock Mayfield, Devious Mind, we out. Bang, another one.